Today, Precarious plays Stardew Valley! Alright, here it is. You didn't ask for it, but we're giving it to you anyway. Sheep economy. Sheep-based economy.
Sheep-based economy.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just wanted something fluffy. Plus, I found them so infuriating to begin with that I just,
But here it is, what you've all been waiting for. Flap, 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 flap. Flappers the sheep. Flappers.
Did the human we consulted advise 2 A's or 1 A?
I'm not sure if it was supposed to be 2 consecutive A's or 2 consecutive F's mid-name.
You know what, let's just do this.
You just wanna, well, you can't do that, it's not that sophisticated.
And then double down.
Flappers, flap.
Oh my god, there.
Flapper, well, yeah, there you go.
Flappers.
Yeah, perfect.
Flappers. Okay.
That's the one, that's the sheep. Do you have shears?
No, not yet.
How much are shears?
I'm willing to bet more than I have, but let's see.
Oh,
yes! And I'll have enough for ramen after, too.
You know,
which I can ration out for about a week or so.
You gotta put it in your inventory first.
Oh, right.
So it has been longer than we anticipated since we last recorded Stardew Valley. It's been a couple of real-life months.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine, because one of the seasons changed IRL, and now the seasons have changed in-game, which I think is just nifty.
Poetic.
You should go... Yeah, you're on it. Checking flappers.
Checking on flappers. I can't get another sheep until somebody else helps me. Because I cannot...
Oh, look at the little cheeks.
He's got pink cheeks. Hi,
You just start
flappers.
talking to her now.
Oh, he's a baby. Oh, she's getting used to the new home. That's super cute. And I'm gonna make some more cheese while I'm in here.
So, Adet...
Big milk.
Oh, use the small milk, because I don't... You should check later. I don't know if there's a big cheese.
Why is that so funny?
Because big cheese is a phrase that exists in the world before right now, and that makes me happy. I don't know.
Okay, fine. Be happy like that.
So Adet has gone in super heavy on the animal comfort, as you can see, because I'm pretty sure that you had no barn.
And now I have...
The best barn.
I have the barn.
Yeah.
The premier barn.
It is a barn to make all the other ranchers and farmers infinitely jealous.
Yeah, and I kind of walled off, I don't know, like 87 acres of my farm, including this really fancy rock here. I can't mess with yet. I need to upgrade my tools next, I think. That's gonna be the next project. But I spent all my monies on the farms because I like the animals. Because the animals is cute. And they give you money. All season long. And I'm chopping down all of these trees in here because I want to give all the saplings room to grow and get wood and such, because once again, all funds to this masterpiece right here.
But not just funds, but actually all the resources. I think you're mostly out of wood and stone.
Not for long.
I actually think that by the end of winter, it might be for the best if most of the trees in the enclosure are gone. And don't forget that I'm pretty sure that there's a way to smack seeds.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like with the hoe.
Mm-hmm.
And it will let you move them to other parts of your farm without penalty. So all of those seeds, you can just pick them up and move them to the east.
Okay.
So speaking of completely running out of resources,
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about economies. No, wait, don't leave. I promise it's gonna be fun.
fun.
I wanted to talk about in-game economies. And I'm gonna start by asking a hard question.
Mm-hmm.
What is the best economy you've ever experienced within a game? So just to be clear, I'm not asking what's the most economy you've gotten out of a game. So I paid $0 to play Team Fortress 2 for free after it started being free. Since then, I've played it for 2,000 hours, 1,600 of which were actually fun.
Mm-hmm.
So free goes into 0, and then infinity fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not that.
Not that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you should smack those little wooglies.
Yeah. Hey, guys.
And the reason why I dragged that question out... Ooh, sweet. The reason why I dragged that question out for so long is because I was trying to give everyone at home time to think of an answer as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. It kind of depends on what you mean by, like, good. Like, good for the player? Like, easy to take advantage of? Or good, like, realistic? Or...
A good economy in a game is a system of elements that are useful or engaging to the player. And for me, like, the thing that happens least often, and thus for the purposes of this discussion is most important, does it actually last the entire game?
Oh.
Does it even last most of the game?
So, like, are you still interacting with it at the final boss?
Right up until the final boss, because the thing about almost every game that has, like, a definitive conclusion, so, like, The Legend of Zelda, for example, whenever you're stomping up Ganon's tower to go do the final boss, most of the systems just sort of fall away. There are no more NPCs to talk to that aren't, you know, they don't live in a cutscene, except for the ones that live in cutscenes. There's no more sailing, there's no more horseback riding, unless it's, again, part of the final battle. There are no more item quest trading chains, no more treasure boxes to open. Basically, everything that you haven't done no longer exists. It doesn't matter anymore, because that world, for all intents and purposes, ends as soon as you stop playing. At least the mechanics of it end. You can still imagine what happens, and in some cases, again using The Legend of Zelda as an example, in Ocarina of Time, that link, well, one of those links, I suppose, because time travel, goes on to Star and Majora's Mask.
I think... I don't know. Oh, shit. Sorry, this fish is a slippery fish. It's a fisherly slip. Damn it! Oh, God.
Just
Sorry.
focus. You can do it.
Oh no, it's out of control. It's not gonna. Maybe it'll happen. It might happen. Nope, didn't happen.
It was a close
Okay,
one.
sorry. Speaking about battling giant monsters, I think Shadow of the Colossus had a pretty good economy. Right?
Shadow of the Colossus?
Yeah, I mean, like, with the... There's not much to it, but... Based on what you described.
That's a bold answer. Actually, I think that's really good.
I mean, I just remember how much I chased those dumbass lizards around. I needed every one of them.
And whenever you want the fruit?
Yeah, it's never around.
Well, I just mean, like, whenever you want the fruit, you kind of need the fruit.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not like getting level 75 ban hammer that you don't really need, but you just want it to feel superior.
Yeah,
It's like a matter of survival. It's like, I absolutely need this.
And right up till the final boss, every additional little bit of stamina you can get really does matter.
Yeah. Yeah, God, those bosses are so cool. Well,
So actually, I think that's interesting in how it is a pretty great example of a very limited economy that really only has like a couple of things, a couple of elements that you care about.
Mm-hmm.
But it does matter. I think that the only thing that might make it more engaging, not necessarily like better. I don't think that this is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe if there was an altar tucked away somewhere where you could... Oh, okay, so here's an example. There are a number of sort of post-game items that you can get for completing time trials.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps, if they wanted to include those in, like, the main game before you've beaten the bosses the first time? Because are you even aware of these? Like,
no,
additional...
I have to say I stopped playing, like, as soon as I was, like, done because I'm afraid of heights, and that was just, like, so torturing.
So...
It was moving, and it was great, and it was everything a game should be, but torture.
Everything a game should be.
Makes you question your entire life.
There are whistling arrows.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there were either flammable or explosive arrows, and there are additional tabards and masks that you can equip.
Now that
Have I
you
shown
say
them to
that,
you?
yeah, you have. I just had completely forgotten about them.
Well, if they wanted to incorporate those into the main game, but still have the player work for them a bit, maybe in addition to the silver-tailed lizards, they could have included like goldy-tailed ones. And there could have been like a shrine where you take the little regular lizards and you put them on the shrine, and then they get warped away, and then after a certain number of those, you can, because it's Shadow of the Colossus, you would be like making some sort of sacrifice, but come on, you're buying a thing.
Yeah.
You're buying a thing from God.
Yes. Hey, God, I got those gold pieces. Sacrifices you needed. Here you go.
And it's just I now that I'm thinking about it, that is one thing that has always bothered me a little bit about Shadow of the Colossus. And I'm not entirely certain if it's necessary, but I'm not entirely certain why they decided to include those items. Like why they're only available in the post game. That was always weird to me. But I think I'm going to talk about this more next time. And do you have anything to say about any of the things?
I think I can think of something less ballsy, though, right?
Maybe.